Every bending style in Avatar. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, there are 4 primary elemental bending arts: Waterbending, Earthbending, Firebending, and Airbending, each with unique sub-skills and specialized techniques. In this video, we will give a detailed breakdown of all known bending techniques from the original series Avatar: The Last Airbender and its extended lore. 1. Firebending. Firebending is the martial art of manipulating fire and heat. It is fueled by willpower, drive, and rage, drawing strength from the sun. Willpower and energy comes from inside in the center of your body, the so-called chi. If you have a strong chi, your energy is strong too. Fire is life, but on the same token, it is expandable. It grows bigger and bigger, and if not controlled, it can destroy everything around you. Techniques. Standard firebending, it is producing and controlling fire for attacks or defense. We see it the most in Avatar, and it's used throughout the 3 books. Fire blasts, balls, shush streams. Launching fireballs or jets of flame is also a cool fire technique. One demonstration we see in the final battle when Fire Lord Ozai attacks Aang, another in the fight with Zuko and Azula, with Zuko having a few really cool bending techniques. Wall of fire, creating barriers of flame, really good when shielding yourself from enemies and preserving energy. Fire shield, defensive use of flames to deflect attacks, similar as the earth wall, also to protect attacks from enemies. Fire breath. Fire breath consists of exhaling fire from the mouth. Iroh has a lot of scenes with really good demonstrations of that, and honestly, it looks really badass. Propulsion, using fire to propel oneself in the air. Azula seems to do that often, and it's really helpful in a lot of situations, as normally it would be a skill only airbenders can do. Blue fire. Only Azula we ever see to have blue fire, which is more intense than red fire. Why though is the fire of Azula blue, and others is just red-orange? Well, it symbolizes her firebending mastery, and with her perfect lightning skills, the fire goes from an orange to a blue tone. But another theory is that her flames are more complete, as Azula is a perfectionist, and so incomplete combustions make red flames, complete blue flames. Lightning generation, cold-blooded fire. Redirecting chi to create lightning. It comes from our inner energy like blood flows in our veins. Benders use energy, and lightning is coming out of the fingertips. It can take a devastating ending, and we can see that in Ba Sing Se when Aang got into the Avatar state and Azula struck him with lightning. Lightning redirection, redirecting incoming lightning through the body. Technique that Iroh taught Zuko once to defend himself, but also Zuko wanted to know how to master it, and he was eager to learn it. We see him redirect lightning when he faced his father, and we see Aang doing it too in the final boss fight with Ozai. Tough Aang didn't direct it at him in the end. Combustion bending, seen in Combustion Man. Projecting focused explosions using mental concentration through a tattooed third eye. A technique only third eye people can master. 2. Waterbending. Waterbending involves controlling water in all its forms: liquid, ice, and vapor. It emphasizes fluidity, adaptation, and control over power. Also, it can extinguish fire, which can be helpful. To be a good waterbender, it is essential to feel and let out emotions. Let them flow like water techniques. Standard waterbending. Manipulating liquid water in streams, whips, or waves. Katara has a lot of styles, and as the show goes on, she gets better and more creative in her techniques. Ice bending, freezing water into weapons or barriers. Really great technique used by Katara and other benders to freeze their enemy. An easy knockout in a fight. Mist, plant, fog. Bending, creating fog or vapor for concealment, similar as seen in airbending. Also part of it is manipulating water in plants or atmosphere, as seen in the episode Foggy Swamp. Water whip, a common water weapon formed from a stream. Octopus form, a defensive and offensive tentacle formation. Looks funny from the outside and is also hilarious. Water healing, using water to accelerate the healing process and heal injuries. Spiritual based. Katara learns she has that skill when Aang accidentally burned her. Not all waterbenders have this innate skill. It's very useful when needed. Katara also uses it when Aang had been struck by Azula, so it's a life-saving technique. Bloodbending, Hama and Katara, manipulating water in a person's body to control their movements. Very rare and considered dark art. Most powerful under the full moon. Hama teaches the skill to Katara, but not from her own will. Very cruel and powerful technique we also see in Legend of Korra, when they found out Amon is a bloodbender. One of the things you don't want to mess with. Spirit bending, invented by Unalaq. It enables manipulation of spirit's energy, either restoring balance or corrupting energy. That is the only rare moment of this technique. Ming Hua's water limb. This enables water to replicate missing limbs for combat. Looks very scary, but somehow also similar to an octopus. 3. Earthbending. Earthbending is the manipulation of earth and rock. It emphasizes strength, stability, and a direct approach, requiring a strong connection to the ground. You can think logically or emotionally, as with waterbending, there is only one direct way in willpower. Good earthbenders wait till the right moment comes and then attack. Techniques. Standard earthbending. Moving and shaping earth, rock, and stone. Toph has all of this techniques and develops more as the series progresses. Rock projectiles, launching boulders or chunks of earth. Bumi is great at doing this. It's direct and could knock out your enemy immediately. Earth walls, sure barriers. Defensive structures, as also seen with fire, great for shielding yourself. Earth surfing, riding on a piece of moving rock. It looks smooth and it's great to move forward. Earth armor, covering oneself with stone for defense. In the final combat, we see Aang using it against Ozai. Sandbending, seen in the Siwang Desert. Manipulating sand, more difficult due to lack of cohesion, but still possible. Mudbending, using wet soil or mud, mix of water and earth. Metal bending, discovered by Toph, bending the trace amounts of earth within metal. Only few benders have this skill, useful as we see Toph getting out when kidnapped in a metal case. Also, it is then refined by Republic City and Korra. Seismic sense, Toph only, sensing vibrations through the ground to see surroundings, especially useful for the blind. Track people down and also notice when someone lies. Toph has this extraordinary skill, using it on Jet. Unfortunately, she wasn't lucky with Azula's lies. Lava bending, manipulating lava rocks first seen by Gussin and later also by Bolin. Disappearing into the ground. As far as the series goes, it is only seen by Bumi. Nice move and unexpected for the enemy. Glass Josh crystal bending. Glass manipulation seen by Kyoshi. Rare technique but used. 4. Airbending. Airbending is the manipulation of air currents. It emphasizes freedom, evasion, and agility, requiring speed and light-footedness. Although it doesn't seem harmful, it can come handy in fights and destroy enemies. Techniques. Standard airbending, controlling wind for offensive or defensive moves. Aang shows us all these techniques he perfectly masters. Air blasts, pushing opponents or objects with air currents. It's fast and easy. Air scooter, a ball of air used to travel quickly, invented by Aang and later used by other airbenders. With this air ball, it's possible to go up and down on a wall. Air sphere, used to create barriers or travel, especially in the Avatar state. Helpful when shielding and protecting yourself and others. Gliding, using air currents to fly or control descent with a glider. Technique only airbenders can do, and it looks nice. No one can be faster, not even Appa. Air funnel, creating tornadoes or strong vortexes. Aang uses in the fight against Bumi. Vacuum techniques, removing air to disarm or suffocate, seen rarely. Zahir uses it against enemies. It's dark, scary, and deadly, similar to bloodbending. Sound suppression, implied with advanced techniques. Silencing footsteps using air. Really helpful when wanting to be unnoticed. Spiritual connection. Airbenders often have a deep link to the spirit world and are usually pacifists. They have more connection to the spiritual world than other benders. That's why we often see monks meditate. Meditation is also a skill related to airbenders. Aang uses it as the avatar, but we see Jinora using it to detach spirit and interact with spatial planes. True flight. This skill is only seen and mastered by Zahir. To do this, one must let go of all earthly attachments. Fly like a bird. As we are coming to the end of this video, we hope you enjoyed it and leave comments about what your favorite technique would be. As always, leave a like and subscribe to see more of our upcoming videos. Stay well.